Okay, so I always do my eye makeup first. It just makes it easier for cleanup when you're doing everything else. So eye makeup done. So let's do some face. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to draw a line down the center of my face so that you can see. Okay. Okay. So I try not to overlap too much. So I always do my contour and my highlight, and then I put the rest of it on. So I use this. I start at the corner of my eye and I do a swipe back. I start up here, and if you guys notice, I'm leaving space. So that way when I'm blending up into the hairline, okay? So then we come down the side of the nose, and I always go up just a little bit. And then the other thing I do is I come under my chin and I go like down across this way because that creates the shadow there so that it's, yeah. So then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to use your concealer, okay? And it doesn't particularly matter. I've got concealer on the outside of it, and that's going to bother me. So give me just a second to wipe that off. Yuck. So that I don't end up with it all over the place. Yeah. Okay. So concealer, and you can do concealer first or you can do your contour first. It doesn't really matter. So here's how you keep this from getting, like, you still end up putting some under here, but it's such a light layer that it doesn't matter, that it's not gonna fold in and crease and get all gross. So you do a little bit at the corner and you come straight down the side of your nose. And then you do a little bit at the corner and you go straight up the side of your head. And then I also do a highlight along my jaw. And I do a little bit there. And then I usually go down the middle, but and then I do some on either side, but then I also usually do this. And normally there's not this line dividing my face. So it's weird right now, right? Okay. So then I go in with my foundation color and I just sort of fill in the spots, right? I kind of go in between and I go up in here. I just fill it all in. So I look like I am painted for war is what I feel like, or a football game anyway. I feel like I'm painted for war with all the different colors going across my face. So then I take a beauty blender and you just start dabbing. And the dabbing is almost like in circles, like you're making little concentric circles, and you're pulling up the whole time, right? So you're going to want to pull up. You just keep pulling up. Like here, you pull up, and see how that like cleans up this line. Here's the only time you're going to pull down, which is right here. Okay, your nose, to get the contour down the side of your nose, you're going to pull that down. But even then, I'm like pulling this way. Okay. You always want to be pulling in an upward. You always want to pull towards your hairline, basically. Because what that does is it pulls everything else up. So that when you are done, you end up with everything, it like pulls your face with it, right? Like it's instant facelift if you pull it towards your hairline and up. It's like an instant facelift. Okay. And even if you think you're done, you're not. Keep going. One of my favorite beauty people to watch is actually Cara Lewis Newton. I'm constantly watching her lives. And she's where, like, I will give credit where credit is due. She is where I learned these tips and tricks, okay? For doing your contouring and your makeup. So her favorite thing to say is, this is your arm workout for the day, ladies. You're going to tap and you're going to tap and you're going to tap. And you're going to tap and you're going to tap and you're going to tap. And when you think you're done tapping, you're going to tap a little bit more. Okay? So there you go. Now, see how this side is like pulled up and I look like I have like a little bit more defined features as opposed to this side where I'm kind of a little bit, and you can see the weird redness and you can see all this stuff. So this was done with stick, foundation, a little bit of contour, or a little bit of highlight, I mean, and boom. All right. If you have questions, drop it in the comments and I will get back to you. Okay. Love you.